to all my wonderful friends. I hope my dear children are doing absolutely great. So you have been asking about the OMR sheet video. So finally it goes over here. But you have to listen to me very carefully before I start with this particular video. Hear me out. If you are a KCET aspirant, you might be practicing questions. Obviously, that's pretty much obvious, right? Now, while you're practicing question, you have to practice it with the OMR sheet. Why? Suppose something very new is given to you. Obviously, we take time to get acclimatized with that, or basically get habituated with that. It's very difficult for us, right? Now, imagine you are going to work on the OMR sheet directly on the day of examination. Don't you think there are chances that you might end up doing more mistakes out there? Yes. And each ball of this particular circle is going to cost your rank. So don't do that mistake. That is exactly why KEA, along with the admit card, they have given you what? This particular OMR sheet. So OMR sheet you have seen, but it's not just for seeing it, okay? It's given so that you can go ahead and do the practice. Yeah, and I hope you will do that. And by the way, at any point you feel that this video is actually good, it made me understand quite a lot of things, do not forget to hit the subscribe button for each and every update. I'm reminding you again, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. And let's go ahead, dissect our OMR sheet. So this is the first part of the OMR sheet, and how do we fill it? Baba, over here there are few things written. Serial number. So serial number of the OMR sheet will be given there only. As of now, it's not been mentioned because it's just a sample paper that is given. So you do not have to do anything out there. Now when it comes over here, if at all you look at this particular picture, it is written name of the candidate in block letters only. In block letters only means you have to use the capital letters. So over here, suppose I am the candidate. JASMINE. Clearly you have to write. Now that E is not clear. Can I do a mistake out there? No. So while I'll fill it, I have to make sure I do no mistakes. So as of now, I have an option to erase, but there do I have an option? No, Baba, you do not have that option. Similarly, give a space. Give a space and write the second part of your name or the third part. Whatever your name is, you have to fill in like this. Give a space between the first and the second part of your name. Cool. I hope that is understood. Yeah. And apart from that, suppose my name is Jasmine Joy, but I'm not giving any space. I am just writing Joy like this. Will that be fine? That's not fine. You have to give space. Okay. Suppose I am doing this. Okay. Suppose I am doing this. So instead of N, I wrote something else, which is why I made a cut over here, and then I am writing NE. Is that fine? No. You should not be doing that. That's why I am telling you, you have to be very cautious out there. Try to do no mistakes. Do not write outside the box. For example, like this. No, not applicable. So you might be thinking, what silly things is ma'am saying? Obviously we will not do it. Yes, you will not do it, but one amongst you might do it. So that's the reason that I am telling you about this particular thing. So capital letters, I hope you will remember that, and give spacing wherever it is required, and do not go out of the box, not do any mistakes out there. You have time, I am telling you. So bell timings for this year has not been given until now, but the thing is that most probably 10:30 there will be one bell, and then 10 minutes will be given for you to fill this particular, or what do you call, initial information in this particular OMR sheet. Just the information, not for you to answer, just the information filling time is 10 minutes. That is the usual case. You have got 10 minutes, you do what do you call, slowly. Okay, there is no one who is going to tell anything to you that you have to do fast. No, you can do as slow as possible, but just do it. Be cautious. Cool. Okay, the first part is done. Now comes the second part, that is what? Your CET number. Your CET number, ma'am, I do not have CET number. Baba, if at all you have seen your admit card. Now this is the admit card of the previous year anyways. So in your admit card also you can clearly find CET number will be given. Okay, CET number will be given wherever it is, just find it out, and you are allowed to carry the admit card, so you do not need to by heart the number. So you just have to look at this what do you call, your admit card, and just fill in this particular column. Again, how do you fill in this particular column? So for example, the CET number which is there, I am saying it is 1 2 3 4 5. So what do you do? Over here you have to shade that particular thing. So I'll tell you an easy way to do this. First of all, write the number. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5, 6, 7, whatever is the number, you write it down properly, okay? And then shade it. 1 is over here, so shade it entirely. Okay, entirely you have to shade it. You cannot just keep it in the half and leave it out there. Okay, now 2 is the number, then you go with 2. So first priority should be given to what? Writing this correctly. Okay, first priority should be given to writing this particular number correctly, then only. So if at all you are writing the wrong number, Baba, will you be able to do the corrections over here? Obviously you will be only shading that according to the number that you have already written. So make sure by filling this column, take time. Okay, do that. Now again, one very important thing here, clearly it is mentioned that what is the wrong method, what is the correct. So some people are like, okay, 3 is a number, so I will go and make a cross in 3. So this is the thing. No, this is not going to be read. Okay, this is not going to be read. Please understand that. And all this information are very, very crucial. So your CET number is very unique. You cannot do like that. Similarly, if at all you put a dot over here, instead of filling the entire thing, you put a dot over here. Will that be considered? No, that also will not be considered. Now some people will be like, oh, and they did like this. A small dot, Baba, a small dot that you have put over here. Now you might feel that it's not visible for me also. So there's a small dot that I have put over here. Can you clearly see it? Okay, the small dot, that also will be taken up. So don't do all this thing, okay? Use your pen only when required. Do not use it randomly out there, and do not make things like this and cover the portion entirely. If at all you want, I'll tell you a technique, okay? The technique will be like, first give a circle. First make a circle like this. Ayo. Okay, first make a circle like this properly and then shade the inside portion. So I am doing it on the screen, which is why a lot of things are happening. Some things are getting removed, but you can easily do it. Okay, it won't take too much of your time. So first make a circle and then within the circle you can color it entirely. That will be easy for you guys. Yeah? Yeah. So that is something that you have to do. Now over here I have marked the 5th one. So I have to mark whatever the number is. So if at all I have to do, the correct way of doing this would be, I have to mark 3 first. Okay. Mark it entirely properly, do not leave any space. And then 4, mark it properly. And then 5. Whatever your number is, you have to mark it accordingly and you have to completely mark it. Okay, I hope that works. That's pretty easy to understand, right? Yes. Now, you might still, I am saying, you might feel that it's very silly. Who will do this mistake? There are people who do this mistake. Okay, so yeah. So that is about your CET number. So CET number you are going to get from your admit card. No need to panic out there. It will be there with you. Next thing is what we are going to dissect the next part, and that would be question booklet version code and question booklet serial number. This portion which is there, it's basically for answering from 1 to 60 options are given, because 60 questions are there in your paper, right? So first we will see this particular portion. How are we going to go ahead, find the question booklet version code? So basically question booklet will also be given to you. Yeah, the question booklet version code will be right present over here. So this is the previous year physics paper. So the version is what? A1. Now over here, Baba, you have got the choice A1, A2, A3, A4. These are the choices that is there. What have you got? I have got A1. So basically what I have to do, I have to color A1. And is just coloring it enough? No, I have to write it over here. So this is going to be, just a second, this is going to be A1. Got it? So if at all your version is A3, then mark this and write A3 out there. Cool. I hope that is understood. Now, ma'am, one more thing is there. Question booklet serial number. How to fill that? So in your question booklet, no, here serial number is mentioned as in when they gave this particular question paper, when they uploaded in the KES website, they had removed it, but there will be a serial number that would be given to you in the format of this only. That will be numerical numbers, 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. You just have to, same thing, you just have to write down that particular number out there and color it. For example, as I said, if it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then first thing to color would be what? 2. Okay, if it is 3, then 3. Whatever it is going to be go according like that. Okay, suppose over here, instead of 2, 3, 4, it is 2, 3, 0. What will you mark? 2, 3, 0. Then 0 is also there. Please mark the first thing, that is 0. Cool. That is how it is going to go. That is about the question booklet serial number. So question version code, question paper version code, as well as the booklet serial number, you are going to get from the question paper. This will be sealed. Okay, question paper will be sealed. You are not supposed to open the seal until a bell rings at 10:40. So usually the bell rings at 10:40. Again, with the well timing, I will come again with a separate video once they have officially published it. Yeah. So 10 minutes would be given to you to finish all this thing, and later you can open the seal and go and explore and give the answers for the questions which are there. Right? Yes. I hope until this particular point it is understood. For everyone who have understood until this point and you feel that I will not do mistake, I will be very cautious, comment it down in the comment section that I will be very cautious, and the spelling of cautious should be correct. This is your practice. My dear children, it's not a joke. Make sure you start practicing with the OMR sheet. This is important, I'm telling you again. And the problem comes right over here when you start solving the questions. Now over here I have got the first question, question number 1. Okay, question number 1 is there, but I am marking the answer. So I have found that 3 is the answer for this particular question. I'm just randomly saying, okay, 3 is the answer. So I was supposed to answer question number 1. Now I have marked it over here. 3 is the answer. Yes, 3 is the answer. Will I get marks? No. Why, Baba? Because I have marked in question number 2, 3 is the answer. Is that question number 2? No, Baba. It's question number 1. Question number 1 answer is 3. Now, can you remove it as I am removing it? As I am removing it, can you do that? No. Can you use a whitener? No. You are not allowed to take anything, not even a whitener. Only one thing is allowed, and that is a pen, blue or black ballpoint pen. Nothing else. Okay, ballpoint pen, not even gel pen. It's blue or black ballpoint pen that you have to use. So you have to be very cautious. Similarly, as I said, I want to attempt the third one is the answer. I just put a circle like this because I'm very scared it will spill out. Will this be considered? No, I'm not putting even this. I am rather putting this particular thing. Will it be considered? No. No crosses, nothing is going to be considered. Okay, I'm not even putting that. Rather, I am just shading it, and while I was in a hurry, I shaded only half of the portion. I shaded only half of the portion. Till now, something more is left. So over here, if at all you see, some extra portion is left. Will that be considered? No. Why to take the risk? It could be considered, but why to take the risk? You should not be doing it. Okay, you should not be doing it. Now, some people will be there who are like, oh my God, 3 is the answer for this particular question. Okay, but then I realized that, oh my God, it could be 2 also. It could be 2. So I'll do one thing. I'll mark both of them. At least either one of them is going to be considered. Do you think marking both of them will give you marks? No. This question is not going to be considered then. It is not going to be considered at all. Okay, so even if the answer is 2 or 3, it is not going to be considered since you have given 2 options out there. Got it? It's considered to be invalid. Cool. Now, some people will like, okay, I wanted to make it invalid. I do not want to give wrong answer because it gives negative marking. In KCET, there is no negative marking. So if at all, if you do not know the answer, just leave it. Okay, if at all you do not know this particular question, leave it. Go to the next question. Go to the next question. That is the best way out there. Now, some children are there. What do they do is they try to mark with pencil first, then they mark with pen. Don't do all this drama. Okay, first of all, you will not be allowed to carry a lot of things out there. Second thing, only pen. No pencil first and then pen and things like that. Don't do that. Okay? Yes. Mark the answer only when you're sure of it. That's the only thing that you have to do. I hope that is understood. Yes. Now, we are going to wrap up this video, and while we wrap up, I'm going to talk about some extra things also which you should be keeping in your mind. First wrong thing to do is using a wrong pen. As I said, you cannot carry a gel pen and stuff like that. You have to make sure that it is blue or black ballpoint pen. This is the only thing that is allowed for KCET. Why? Because when you use gel pen, there are chances of the ink to get spilled. That is the reason that you are asked that you should not be carrying blue or you should not be carrying the gel pen out there. So only ballpoint pens are allowed. Yeah. Second thing, incorrect roll number and details. If at all you are doing this, what is going to happen? Basically, your whole paper is not going to be considered at all. So make sure, even if you're giving all the correct answers, if at all you are doing mistakes while filling in the roll number and details, your most important unique details out there, it is going to be a big trouble. So the first 10 minutes, you have to go slow. You have got 10 minutes to fill all this important crucial information. Take those 10 minutes to do that. Yeah. Yes. Now, wrong bubbling or row mismatch. As I said, basically, sometimes we want to attempt question number 1, but we go and mark in question number 2. Don't do that. Double check the question number. So, okay. So, I am doing this particular question. I check it. Okay. It is just 1. Okay. So, this is the first question that I am doing. First question. This is the answer. If you utilize your 5 seconds for doing this, probably you can save a lot of your marks. Okay, so do that. Next thing, filling the OMR at the end. Some children are there who try to mark the answers, okay, in the question paper, and they feel that once I'm done with marking, I will be filling the OMR at the end. At the end, you will do hodgepodge. There are chances that you will do mistakes. So there will be no time at the end, and you are more prone to making so many mistakes out there. So do not do that mistake. You will not find time. While you solve a question, you attempt it. If you feel that you do not know the answer, leave that question and you can mark it. That, okay, make a circle and mark it. You have not done this particular question. In the question paper, you can make a circle in the question paper. Okay, listen, there is no point of cheating. Why? Because the person who is sitting next to you will be having a paper with another paper code, okay, another version code. In there, the question numbers are going to be jumbled. So if at all you show like this 4, 3, 2, like this, it does not work. For them, the question is going to be different. Okay, the same type of questions are going to come, but the pattern, the numbering is going to be very, very different. For you, that question might be question number 1. For them, it might be question number 10. So don't do that thing out there. Always understand that if at all you are doubtful with any question, just make a circle out there and probably attempt it later on. Leave it empty. Leave it empty. Okay, but filling the OMR at the end totally for your whole paper will be a very wrong thing to do. Do not do that. Next thing, as I said, partial or light shading or double marking. Okay, giving 2 answers, that all of it does not work at all. And last minute panic mistakes. This is something that we are prone to do. Whenever we hear that bell, or basically whenever we see that time is approaching, what do? Is that we randomly try to mark answers. Don't do that. For the questions that you know, you do. For the questions that you do not, just look at it. If at all there is any possibility to do it properly, do. Okay? Yes. And do not make your OMR dirty, or do not fold it up in a way while you're keeping your hand and stuff like that. Don't do that. So this is very, very important, okay, for you to understand. And yes, these are the few things that I had to tell you guys. If at all there are any other doubts that you have, okay, while filling the OMR, you can let me know. By the way, for those of you who are going to ask about the dress code as well as the things to carry and not, I'll soon make a video on that. Dress code, I'll make a video on that as and when KEA officially puts it up. Okay, so that is exact reason I have been waiting. Even for the bell timings, let them tell it officially. Then if at all we make a video, that will be better for you guys, so that you will not be misguided about it, right? So this is what I had to tell you, children. And yes, that's all. And everyone who is basically registered for KCET, it's time to practice mock test, and why not try the best one? So that is ABHYAS KCET test series. There are part test and there are full length test. Part tests are more in numbers, so that you will be pro in one particular or certain chapters are there. Then you have full length test, where basically the whole syllabus is being given. So per subject, I think 4 full length tests are there. In mathematics, there are 5. Apart from it, there are part tests out there. This can be really helpful for you, and the pricing for that is ₹999. So check it out. That's all. Wishing you the best. Make sure you take care of yourself and do not do any mistakes. Start practicing from now on, from today itself. Take photocopies of it, and yes, keep going. Yeah. And also one more very important thing, towards the end of this OMR sheet, Baba, you will be having signature of the candidate. That is also there. So I didn't speak about it, but that is pretty much evident. You just have to put in your signature over here. So whatever is signature, put it over here. Do not put a signature in the invigilators column. That is for the teacher. Okay. So yes, that's all. So wishing you the best, and as I said, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. Take care. See you.